Hi everyone, we give you the welcome. My name is Alejandra Duque and I'm going to be your host tonight. In a few moments, we are having a high-value training in which you will understand how to do this business project with a clear vision as a professional. To help us with this information, a person from my total admiration is coming to tell us how he's having success. He's a telecommunication engineer for an important university in Medellin, Colombia, with a financial studies. Actually, he works for a great telecommunication service provider since 2 years ago. I describe him as an entrepreneur, determined person, focused guy that loves serving people. He has done this project for around 2 years with a great results on this organization, having teams in different cities in Colombia, USA, and Mexico. He has something that always transmits a positive vibes and energy. He is Alejandro Monsalve Arbelaez.
Hi everyone. Firstly, I want to thank you to Alejandra for that great job that she just did. Following, I am going to explain you how to do an effective contact. And all the information that I will to give you is about my experience on this project that have been so grateful for me. So the main objective of this training is to get a business meeting, an appointment. And that's the point, to get an appointment. This is the most important step after prospection is done. I know prospection is another topic, but it is so important because here is where you know the why or the reason of the person you want to present the opportunity to. And with this, you can set the appointments easier, and later I will tell you why. As you can see, the contact, our main objective is to get the appointment. And for that reason, we can use different tools. And first of all is the cell phone, chats, social networks, or person by person, right? By cell phone, sorry, I can give you some advices that could be so valuable for you. When you are making a cell phone call, I recommend you to do a short call, no more than 3 minutes, something punctual. Do not call to visit your friend or to know about his or her life. If you want to do it, do not talk about the business. It could be great on prospection step, but on here, just call having in mind what is your objective. When you are using chats and social networks, I for my team, I don't recommend it too much in this step, but on this prospection is really useful. Because in the prospection, you can know about the life of the person, what they are doing, something about her family, his family, about his profession, whatever you want to know to be ready to put your attention on what you want to do, to call the guy, to call the chick you want to call, and then set the appointment. And do not send message chains to all the people, because here people in life, people are singular. So a message change do not be used, you do not be seen as good as we want it. So you just message directly to the person you want to present the opportunity to, then that's it, no more. Don't complicate the stuff. When you are in person, face to face, you need to have too much correct posture. Later I will talk about this point a little bit more, and this is because if you don't have the correct posture, people will ask you why you don't say nothing from now, or why you don't give them something or to have an idea. You need to transmit this project as professionalism as you are, making people understand that it is not the moment. And when you are talking about business, you need to do it on the table, on the desk, in a properly place. Independent on which element you will use, the important stuff is that guests understand why they need to go to the appointment, why they need to listen the project. Is that is that they see that this is something important for them. as a real business. It not depends on how you are contacting the people. It depends on what you are saying to the people. The stuff that say that people goes to the appointment. After you have in mind the proper tool you will use, you can follow the next element that could give you a value to give you a value at time to do your business presentation. For example, besides to have a correct posture, as I told you, it's important to know or to have the why correctly, properly and define it, not just your one, and also the why of my prospect, of my guest. From my experience, I want to recommend you something. First, do not use do not use scripts because everyone is a different person. Secondly, do not present or talk about the project by phone or by text message. Business are done in person on tables, as I told you. And if you are presenting the project to someone else in another city, in another country, you can take advantage from Hangout and Skype, and, and it is normal because the project is so visual, and if you do it without image, people will not understand the information you want to transmit. Third, always is so necessary or transmit the information with self-confidence. If you don't trust in yourself, no one will. And also, it says how secure you are with the project you are talking about. So sometimes, sorry, when you are talking with a person that has a higher level from the one that you has, is so useful if you get help from another person, help from third party. It is the phrase that is used on business models when you have another person that has more experience, that is involved in the market, and when this person help you to close the deal. So when you are talking with someone else that you think is that have a great profile, a great experience, is a businessman, it could be so useful if you get the help from another person who is in the same profile as the other guy. It's so important to know your why and the guest why, because when you are presenting the opportunity, it will be so useful for him, because here you can tell him that together you are going to change all that whys, or just because the guest will see how him or her needs will be solved with this opportunity. And obviously, it's so important to know your why, because when sometimes you are a little bit afraid to do a call, to call someone, or just to speak with a person on the street, when you have your why on your mind so clear, you just need to remember on it. And when that point is in front of you, you just need to remember that the unique form that this project makes you a different person, or give you the stuff that you want to get, is working. So you pick up the phone and make the call, and that's it. It's so important that when you don't have clear the why of your guest, you need to transmit something great to your guest as a big business, so the guests do not have a single doubt to meet you on your appointment. It's pretty important then to give a double alternative of site, time, and date, because giving two options um, make you to increase your chance to get the appointment, because maybe the guest has some troubles, or has another um, appointment with her company, his company, everywhere, and everything could happen. So when you have two options, on time and date, it will be better for you. And if the person is married or if the person lives with a partner, it's so necessary to call them to came together, because sometimes the decisions falls in the other person, and to take a decision with the partner is faster, and you are presenting two person at the same time, so it will be better for you. As I told you, the third party is the most important stuff. Your principal objective, or your principal main pointing is to make the appointment, right? And that's only will happen when you have the passion, the confidence, and the authenticity. Remember, your attitude is the most important stuff that you can have on this project. And to sum up everything, as I told you, at time to do a contact, let's have in mind self-confidence, secure at time to call, give two options in time, date, and always thinking in your agenda. Show it as a professional as you are. Get the appointment, and finally, just let's start to do the business. Let's start to do presentations. That's all I want to share with you. I hope these steps and these advices I give you that that have been so useful for me could be so important for your process, and I think they could give you a hand to do every day better and better your project. Thanks and have a good night.
Congratulations to Alejandro Monsalve for this great and valuable information he just gave us. Thank all of you for participating in this live broadcast virtual space. Remember, we are having this training every 15 days on Mondays at 8 p.m. for same YouTube channel, America's Training GanoExcel US. It was a real pleasure for me to be your host tonight. My name is Alejandra Duque. Have a good night.